big game in the Suburban East. Hastings driving. Scott Kelly picked off. Brian Kuhn with a nice return for the Mustangs. It would lead to a touchdown. Jack Nielsen off tackle. 1 yard TD run. 21-13 Mounds view. Hastings would come back. Jared Stewart outside gets a nice block. Slips a tackle. He's gone. 21-19 after the two-point conversion. Missed two-point conversion, I should say. Fourth quarter, Mounds View defense will come up big. Kyle McGrath is going to intercept Kelly, and this time he's going to take it to the house. Big touchdown. Mounds View wins tonight at home over Hastings, 34-19 final in the Suburban East. Charles Dale, the keeper, finds room, breaks free, 29 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles are down 6-0. Rosemount moving with the ball again, but Eden Prairie's Dan Elling will strip the football. Eagles recover, and they're going to go the other way. Remember, that 59-game winning streak in the Lake Conference snapped last week. Andrew Phillips plunges in from a yard out. Eden Prairie up 7-6. Later, it's Phillips again, this time from 5 yards out. Eden Prairie tested early with a big second half, 42-26. The Eagles win to start a new streak. Classic Lake, the pitch, Jason Potts. Nice run, 21 yards inside the 5. It sets up a 3-yard scoring run by Potts, and the Falcons are up 6-0 on the Orioles. Later in the second, it's Potts again. Short yardage again, 62-35. Armstrong the blowout. All right, here it is. Fourth quarter at Minnetonka. Touchdown run, Pernell Harrigan. 14-7 Skippers. Wayzata on third down. Michael Crease back to pass. It's broken up. The Skippers trying to hold. It's fourth down. They got to do it again. This time it's Dominique Barber, and this time it's a touchdown. 14-13 Tonka. Wayzata is going to go for 2 in the lead. Dominique Barber will get in. 15-14 Wayzata. A minute to go. Tonka gets the ball back. They're on the move. Seasting rolling out. Ryan Foster's there. Big completion. 19 seconds to go. Could they upset third-rated Wayzata? Tyler Gustafson. Touchdown. Minnetonka with a stunner. 20-15 final. What a great game. Mitch Brecky, Josh Laurent. Nice catch. 41 yards. Touchdown. Maple Grove's only down 24-20. Blaine would come back. A.J. Kelly, 4-yard run right before the half. 31-20. Bengals in front, trying to stave off the upset. Third quarter, Ryan Holland takes it in from 5 yards out. 31-26. They go for 2. Steve Moore would shut it down with an interception. Blaine, here's the interception by Moore, who's a Division I prospect. Nice play. Blaine driving again. Ryan Parsons to Kelly on 3rd and long. It's a big gain for the Bengals. This Parsons is cool and calm. Big play there. It sets up a touchdown by Moore, and Blaine wins it, but it's not easy. 46-40, the final score. But take a look at what happened tonight. Blaine in white, opening drive. Quarterback Ryan Parsons, 16-yard pass. Adam Rutgers down to the Elk River 6. It would set up Parsons to Steve Moore. 7-0 Blaine, ranked number 2 in the state. And they show why tonight. Still first quarter. It's Moore again, this time from the yard out. Steve Moore, a Division I prospect, 13-0 Blaine in front. We move to the second quarter. Parsons, his second TD of the night. Josh Bachler's there. 14-yard strike, 19-0 Blaine. Later in the second, Parsons on the run. Adam Rutgers, the receiver. It's 17 yards down to the 7-yard line. Parsons does this so well, throwing on the run. And then, of course, it sets up a touchdown. Who else? Steve Moore. 25-zip at halftime. Are you kidding? Elk River with just 1 loss. That was to Anoka last week. But, boy, Blaine put a hurt on him tonight. Parsons, 4-yard score. A little bit later, fakes it to the fullback. He's going to go in again. 2 touchdowns on the ground, 2 touchdown passes, 38-0 Blaine. A big win over Elk River. Jefferson, Eagan, John Witt, the screen. Robert Bosfield, great blocking. See you later. 85 yards for the touchdown. The Wildcats win tonight at home, 17-14 over Jefferson. Eastview against Lakeville. Josh Lucas, the quarterback. Andy Metz, the receiver, 8 yards. Lakeville 20-10 in front. Later, it's Lucas again. This time, watch the catch by Andy Heading. 32 yards on the scoring strike to make it 26-10, number 1 rated Lakeville. Eastview tries to come back there. Andrew Tom will take the handoff and get into the end zone, but it's too little, too late. Lakeville 26-16 over Eastview. Eden Prairie hosting Burnsville tonight. Andrew Delaney rolling. Brian Brost is there. Keeps the drive alive. Third quarter. Later in the fourth, Jason Dahl, touchdown pass, or catch rather, 21-zip. And then Osmondson makes it 28-0. Eden Prairie a winner over Burnsville.
Randy, big game tonight at Armstrong, and I'll be honest with you, the full moon out tonight, it's kind of making me a little bit squirrely. Let's go to the story.
Under a lunar orb of full circumference, the Peregrine took to aviation. 2 institutions, one of Trojan might, the other of strong arms, both with merely one blemish on their paths to this pleasant place. To the sport, where young Philip Knudsen discovers the scoring zone, and those that dwell at home have the advantage of 7. But the Trojans proclaim, "We will not be vanquished," and they respond resoundingly. Michael Kreese supplies Marcus Hughes the oblong of leather, and the match is equalized when Quinn Hendel races to glory. An aerial counterstrike is mounted as the field general unites with his receiving brethren, Justin Dirksen. A 7-point separation is savored at intermission. In the succeeding stanza, an underclassman rusher, Quinn Hendel, finds the sweet nectar of success, evening this clash of conference foes. But as the red, white, and blue banner of freedom waves proudly, so too doth the red, white, and blue-clad unit of padded warriors, Everett Pettisclo not to be denied, and the strong-armed Falcons withstand their furious foes from the Lake Country. 21 Armstrong, 20 Wayzata.
Number 1 undefeated at Rosemont. Briley Callender, 40-yard touchdown, 6-0 Lakeville. It was zip-zip at halftime. Rosemont's Charles Dale is the quarterback. Watch this. He is up the middle and gone 55 yards with the extra point. 7-6 Rosemont. Do you sense an upset here? Game tied 14-all. Last play of regulation. Going for the winning field goal. It's blocked. Lakeville blocks it. They go to overtime. Panthers get the ball first. Lucas to Fleury. 3 yards on the touchdown. Rosemont up, down 21-14. They will score. Dale gets in. 21-20. They decide to go for 2 in the win. Here we go. It's a receiver throwing the pass. A little trickery. Will it work? Not tonight. The number 1 team in the state survives in overtime. 21-20, Lakeville over Rosemont. Totino-Grace against Centennial. Back for the punt. Hildebrand, boom, blocks it. Ron Neske will scoop it up for Totino. Take it 20 yards for the touchdown, and they lead 7-0. Later, it's Grace on the move again. Jake Sweet will take it 43 yards up the middle. He's going to be caught from behind. Look at him go, but it will set up a touchdown. Jay Story on the sneak to give Grace a 14-0 lead. Last year, Centennial upset Totino. Not tonight. Hildebrand will come up with the interception. This kid has had a great year at linebacker. Final score, 45-7, Totino-Grace.
Minneapolis has Washburn, and St. Paul's got Johnson. Twin Cities championship on the line, and it's Washburn getting the first break. Ball squirts loose, and Jacob Scobroten recovers. That sets up the Miller offensive attack. Quincy Avery to Matt McLagan. The 20-yard touchdown puts Washburn up 7-0. They up that lead to 10-0 when St. Paul Johnson battles back. Mitchell Pontrelli plows to the 1-yard line. That's all the room Colin Beer needs. He waltzes in for the Governors. 10-7 at the half. Washburn working it early third quarter. Quincy Avery finding John Buckner. Got to admit, I was kind of touched when Buckner took the time to say hi. But moments later, the drive stalls when Caleb Johnson intercepts the pass. For Caleb Johnson, this is merely a sign of things to come. Fourth quarter, St. Paul Johnson goes on top for good. Richard Fromm in from a yard out. It's 14-10. That's when Caleb Johnson takes this game over. Another interception keeps Washburn in check. Later in the fourth quarter, Washburn gets another chance, but once again, Caleb Johnson of Johnson is there to snatch the ball away. His third interception of the night. Jay Johnson scores the insurance touchdown, which sets off tempers on both sides. The testiness gets into an ugly bench-clearing brawl, tainting what was a good, clean, hard-fought game. Johnson wins it 21-10, taking the Twin Cities Championships, St. Paul over Minneapolis.
We'll pay for that one because we lost some players for next week. Yeah, it was, you know, as a game was played hard, it was played well, and I think a couple guys lost it, and then a few people lost it, and hopefully it didn't get any worse than it did, but you know, unfortunately we finished the game, and I think the kids, you know, we just got to respect the game of football a little bit more.
Jermaine Jennings, watch the stiff arm. Jennings takes it down the sidelines. Wow. 29 yards for the score right into your living room. North up 19-2. Later, Central trying to come back. Joe Borer picked off, however, by Charles Foote. Foote with a decent return. It gives the Polars the ball. Leads to a touchdown. Jamal Gibson, a 1-yard sneak. And this would make it 27-2 in favor of the Polars. A little bit later, it's Gibson to Jones. This one would cover 26. North wins today 39-2 over St. Paul Central. First quarter, and it's David Dabuki sacking Hastings quarterback Scott Kelly. Pony back, Scott Yelenin finds the end zone from 8 yards out. Great block. 7-0 Stillwater. Jared Stewart will punch it in from 2 yards. Game tied 7-7. Later in the second, Hastings would turn it over. Darren Neal comes up with a football for the Ponies. It sets this play up. Andrew Schmiesing and the Ponies 14-7 at half. However, Hastings rallies to win, and they knock off Stillwater 26-23.